where you shop more and spend less.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
It's back. Yes, it's back. The Ticket to the Street Dance Competition, hosted by the Division of Culture, is back on the Tanti Netball Court, Friday, 2nd June 2023. Register your group now. For more information, call 440-6917 or 533-6715. Email sco@culture.gov.gd. Visit us on Facebook, Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, or Instagram at Grenadian Culture. Ticket to the Street Dance Competition 2023. Register today.
The Pure Grenada Excellence Champion Program promotes a legacy of excellence by investing in our people, embracing excellent service, and always providing exceptional experiences. The Carriacou training sessions were a hit. This time, we will be training right here on mainland Grenada. Training sessions begin May 15th, 2023. Register now by calling GTA Head Office 440-2279, emailing info@puregrenada.com, or visiting www.puregrenada.com/excellence champion. Remember, excellence begins with me. Excellence ends with all of you.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. When you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful.
I believe I have it correct now. Yeah, I honestly do believe that I have it correct now. I hope so. Yeah, friends who are viewing. I think I have everybody. Friends who are listening on terrestrial radio and others who are viewing. I think I have everything okay now. BJ? No, I haven't seen him yet. I expect him to be here shortly though. Now, I'm basically here on Thursdays to speak agriculture, but there's so many other things that, would puzzle me. There's so many other things that would puzzle me. Yes, Pat, I solved it. You realize that sometimes I speak to it and then I back off and say, no, I shouldn't, But let me just deal with this and I come right back to you. For breakfast this morning at Velma's in High Street, you have coconut bakes with saltfish, or you can have coconut bakes with chicken, and there's tea, it's coffee. No chocolate this morning. I'm not seeing that. There's tea, of course, and I hope it's local tea and well, yeah. But anyway, she's got tea. Let me leave that alone, Andre. For lunch today, she has green peas soup with saltfish and green peas soup with pig snout and pigtail and rice and chicken and steamed fish and callaloo and salad, local juice. Yeah, green peas soup with saltfish, that's a good one. Green peas soup with pig snout and pigtail, that's a good one. Which one would I have? Both. I better bring my own container. Does anybody want to bring me a container so I can bring it so I can get my food? Don't you think that that's the best idea? Yes, I want both. I want the saltfish and I want the pigtail and the pig snout. All you must put chicken and thing in it too. Yeah, how to put the chicken? Now let me tell you something. And this, of course, ties in with agriculture. So you decide you're cooking peas soup, right? Be it green peas soup or be it dried peas soup. Any one of them that you decide that you're cooking, any one of them. Be it green pea soup you decide to cook, or be it you decide to cook dried pea soup. When you put all your meat and everything, when you choose all your meat that you want to put in the thing, make sure you get some chicken, and that chicken, make sure you stew that chicken. Yeah, stew that chicken. When you stew that chicken, whoop, papi, and you add it to that green pea soup or that dry pea soup, mwah, nothing could get in front of that. Or any stewed meat for that matter. It could be pork, it could be chicken, any meat you decide to stew. Add a portion to the pea soup. Ooh, papi, hey, hey. Somebody just sent me a message and say, Andrea, the Adventist. Well, if you're Adventist, then use the thing. Use the chicken. I don't mean to offend you when I say use pork. I don't mean to offend you at all. Never my intention. To my good brother Tommy Matthew, good morning to you. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah. I am still waiting on an update as it relates to the trip to Karakou by the Ministry for Agriculture. I'm still waiting on an update for that. Haven't had that. Good morning, Chimney Hill. How you doing? Long time I ain't hear your voice. I guess I'll hear you one of these days. Let me see what I have here from the ministry. Okay, the ministry is speaking to people who are interested in planting yams. I probably can give you that information now. Are you interested in planting yams? Here are some things that you need to do. Select only healthy looking tubers. That's for planting. Use small whole tubers, especially for Chinese and kush varieties. I don't know what is Chinese. Or pieces of tuber. So you either use whole or you use pieces. For the white Lisbon variety, planting of pieces about 1/4 pound in weight is recommended. Prepare planting material about 2 days before the scheduled planting date. So if you want to plant Sunday, you probably need to start preparing today. Yeah. Today, tomorrow you prepare? No, today. So that's Friday, Saturday, 2 days before thing. Cut and treat planting material with fungicide and before you plant, of course. And thinly spread the pieces and allow to dry in a cool, shaded place. So when you would have immersed them into the fungicide, after you mix it, then you can put it to dry, and then you plant. And based on information from the Ministry of Agriculture here, they're saying it is recommended that yams be planted early April and May. So like now, yeah. You know you like to get those little yams for soup. That will only come if you plant smaller pieces. When you plant, the bigger pieces you plant, the bigger the yams are gonna be. So you like as they say, they're 1/4 pound. That will give you smaller yams, and people like small yams. This big old hototo thing, like all they want to break people back when they come and buy it. People ain't really in for that. All right, so be advised, those of you who would want to. I find I like that camera, you know. I like that camera at all. I gotta change my angle. I don't like it. It ain't working out. All right, so let me do so. Let me do this and see how it's gonna work. All right, yeah, we'll try that one day. So I have to go check the door to see if my good friend BJ is outside. I don't have a clue. I haven't seen a message from him as yet, but I say it's good to check. Just check and see if he's outside. So stay with us. This is Real FM Radio.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The Pure Grenada Excellence Champion Program promotes a legacy of excellence by investing in our people, embracing excellent service, and always providing exceptional experiences. The Karakou training sessions were a hit. This time, we will be training right here on mainland Grenada. Training sessions begin May 15th, 2023. Register now by calling GTA Head Office 440-2279, emailing info@puregrenada.com, or visiting www.puregrenada.com/excellence champion. Remember, excellence begins with me. Excellence ends with all of you.
We represent 4-7 trip.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
Larry, I love the new home. Did you remember the tips we discussed?
As a matter of fact, they were very helpful. We always follow the manufacturer's guidelines, check for damaged cords, turn off electrical equipment before cleaning, and we never overload sockets.
And we always use a licensed electrician for electrical work and a certified technician for repairs.
Grenlink, energizing.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. We have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
I'm trying in the back there to get my thoughts together, because, sometimes when you plan, and you plan for the other party being, and then the other party doesn't turn up or is a bit late, and it sort of throws you into a tailspin kind of, and you have to try your best to get out of the tailspin. But I can start by saying this, is that I am, and I'm sure that is the next ministry the Prime Minister would make his presence felt in. And I'm speaking here, the Ministry for Agriculture. And if you don't have it in mind, sir, in relation to a ministry where you're going to, set yourself in for a minute to feel it out and to get things going, I suggest that you use the Ministry of Agriculture next. Because information outside of some little tidbits about planting yams and whatever, one does not get the impression that the Ministry for Agriculture is going anywhere. Yeah, and that's true. One does not get the impression that the Ministry for Agriculture is going anywhere. It just seems like agriculture is just stuck in a rut. Do you understand? Yeah. Agriculture is stuck in a rut. The leader of government business in the Senate, who is the minister who is responsible for agriculture, sir, check Check C. He's not doing anything. He's not leading anything. Or, put it that way, I am not feeling anything from the Minister for Agriculture. Yes, I know you did put it, was it under Minister Andrews? Yeah? However, you did put a senator in there, Senator Adrian Thomas, and he said, sir, handle agriculture. And he is one who has experience in agriculture, because the last time I heard him speaking about anything, and I think it was speaking in the Senate, he spoke to his experience in agriculture. He even spoke to be doing an exam in relation to agriculture when there was something very important taking place. I think it was May Day. When on May Day, one year when May Day was taking, when the May Day celebration was going on, he had an exam to do, so had to forsake May Day for the exam. Good for you. But it's like you forsake agriculture now. Do you understand? It's like you forsake agriculture now. And it's like the guy who does put his tie on his shoulder, he ain't bothering. So both of you are responsible. He's the senior, you the junior. Come together and do something. You guys just continue to do nothing. And I will deal with different ministries and point out where nothing is being done, you know. At least in the Ministry for Social Affairs, we can say that you have deleted some people from the list. The seed list, you've deleted quite a lot. But guess what? You criticized it before the elections, part of your campaign. Too many people on this begging thing, that's what you said. People only want free money, that's what you said. But guess what? If there were 26 people on the list, you deleted 16. That leaves with 10, so 10 stayed. And you added 34. Yeah, that's how I understand it, and that's how I could put it. So now instead of 26, which is what the previous government had, you took out 16, left with 10, and you added 34, and 10 is how much? 44. By how much percentage you increase now? But this is crazy. This is crazy. This is the same thing that you criticize government. But we're going to deal with that another time. What we're dealing today is with agriculture. Agriculture. I am no mathematician, but if anybody want, they can go and check the figures and they will see that you cut the budget in relation to agriculture, and you claim to be the bastion for agriculture. You have it in heart and you believe in agriculture. But what I see you paying attention to these days is creative economy. I am very happy that at least you're paying attention to something. But I get the impression, I'm telling you what I get the impression of. I get the impression that you are not really concerned about the creative economy. You are concerned about developing a department, a ministry, or whatever you want to call it, so that you can offer some jobs for some people. I don't know how you go pay them, because a lot of people complaining and saying that, what month we there in again? We there in May. They say they didn't receive the first part in April. They didn't receive the second part in April. Some of them received the second part. They didn't receive the first part. Some received the first part. They don't receive the second part. Some don't receive no part at all. And they say there is only a couple of days to go before our next spot is due. Lord have mercy. Chief, this thing will create serious problems. It will create serious problems. Believe that, know that, and believe that it will create, or it is creating problems, Chief. People go have serious problems in the bank, you know. People go have serious problems in the credit union, you know. When they can't do so and meet their commitments on time. And you know already that some public servants, not all, but some public servants don't care two hoots. They don't care. So if they could have done something for the person to receive their bit, I have to call it bit, is not a whole thing, no, it's piece. If they could have done something for the person to receive their first piece, they ain't really bother. You don't bother them, they get theirs. They get theirs. So public servants, I'm saying to you, I'm making a very special plea to all public servants. Please care for your brother. These are times when you need to care for your brother, because some people's properties can end up in a bit of lingo. Banks, credit unions, and other lending institutions, please call in these people and sit them down and talk to them and find out their problems, because they're having problems. But anyway, let me go back to agriculture, because that's where the biggest problem is. Now, I heard the Minister for Agriculture gloating. And albeit, sir, you need to gloat, because it was done by the government of Grenada. And I'll tell you why you need to gloat. And I'll tell you what he's gloating about. Let me tell you what he's gloating about first. He's gloating about, and maybe rightfully so, you need to gloat, about Grenada finally getting the nod. Grenada finally getting the nod to be able to call, I'm coming to you, hold on there for me, to be able to ship mangoes to the United States once again. I applaud all the workers of the Ministry of Agriculture who made that possible. But what was not told is that this is not a process that was done over a 10-month period. Fleetingly, he glossed over it in Parliament and mentioned that over 20-something odd years, we have been fighting to get mangoes back on the market. And finally, we have done so. So it wasn't a 10-month thing. But of course, you are in office, take the credit for it. You're in office. I agree with you, take the credit. But you must also mention, again, and go into depth with it, and indicate that this is not a process that 10 months and it took place. But I am happy for all those who are able to ship mangoes out of Grenada to the United States. Congratulations. It means that in this dire times, once again, you will be able to earn another $1. So I'm very happy for you in relation to that. In case you're wondering, the time has now moved on to 3 minutes, and that's after the 8 o'clock hour. Bertrand John, good morning, my brother.
Morning, Andre.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Warm and easy as always.
A lady told me this morning that she's waiting to listen to me and Bertrand, not me alone.
Oh, that's nice.
What's nice? And you're late?
Well, please forgive me.
No, me. Tell them.
It's better to be late than you never appear.
No. I that is one thing I ain't really accepting it. Better to be late than never. I ain't like that at all. Don't be late.
That's true.
How you doing?
Need to be punctual.
How you doing?
I'm fine, Andre.
Great.
Happy to see you as always. Like your shot.
Yeah,
It seems as though you get viral these days. I've been watching you.
I get a box.
Yeah, man, you're looking trash.
Yeah.
How them say you look flavor.
Crazy. I was just lamenting, and you probably would have heard me driving in your vehicle. I was just lamenting, BJ, that I'm not feeling the Minister of Agriculture. I'm not feeling agriculture. Do you share the same feeling with me?
Well, I'm not hearing anything major happening. And you want to have a different feel when it comes to agriculture. If you're living in a country that is agriculturally based, there shouldn't be a night when you're listening to the news and you didn't hear something, vibrant happening. But these days you're not hearing much. I must testify to that. Maybe it's happening and we're not hearing about it. It's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing anything major.
I'm not hearing things. I'm not hearing, The only time I hear the Minister of Agriculture is when he has to attend the Senate. And he's the leader of government business in the Senate. So I hear him then. But outside of that, bro, I'm not hearing anything as it relates to agriculture. It seems as if he's gone just totally mute on the whole agricultural issue. I heard that there was some area meetings re-nutmeg farmers. Do you know anything?
Just about to talk about that.
Yeah, how's that?
Heard it on the airwaves. Haven't been going to those meetings.
Okay.
No, Andre.
What do they do at these area meetings? What do they seek to do?
Give a report, and basically they elect some people who will go in and vote for who they want to be on the board. Something to that extent.
Same thing, just different day.
Yeah, no different. And before that, you have people who wants to go back on the board, who wants to get in on the board, campaigning, just like if you have election. You go and you look for majority people to put up their hands for you. And whether you have the ability or not, it doesn't really matter.
They don't care.
No, you get there and they expect the institution to function and function efficiently by choosing people to manage and, design policies who doesn't understand anything about those. And you expect it to run, efficiently. You expect it to do well. You're kind of delusional to be thinking that way. I was thinking this morning, Andre.
What's that?
If you're on the battlefield and you don't have good leaders, even if you have good soldiers behind you, you're still on a suicide mission.
Even if you have good soldiers and you don't have a good leader,
you're on a suicide mission. You're still getting killed. If you don't have good leaders, no matter how good the people behind you are, they either be stifled, they either be, fed with wrong information, they wouldn't be able to bring out the true qualities, and eventually you will get killed.
One gets the impression that most of the ministries, their focus is, or the focus of the ministry most time is simply, let us get some pictures and show people. So you see, anything that, because for instance, there's an opening of or a commissioning of the medical station in St. Mark. And what I see was a picture story. So it's all about picture. And I have Miss what's her name? Honorable Clarice Modeste. I have to grill her in relation to this. She didn't invite us. She got to tell us all thing, and yes, I'm saying it, she got to tell us all the time and all kind of thing, but she can't invite us to a thing in her area. I say that, Ms. Modeste. I've said it. I can't take it back.
I was thinking in depthly about politics in recent time, and I realized politics has become a game And social media has become the playing field. And you have to have money to play that game, and lots of money too. And if you don't have money to play that game, the people who don't have money will end up doing wrong things to get the money, because they just don't have it. We have too many broke people involved in politics in Grenada. How will you be able to perform when you're concentrating on trying to make a living for yourself? Politics is not a job, Andre. To serve your country is not a job, it's a service. And if you don't have money, you shouldn't go wrong that. You'll get yourself in trouble. That's the reality. Why you think so many people name calling in Bangarang and Bandulu kind of thing? They don't have no money. So what are they going wrong there and do? People expect you to have money. People expect you to be successful. If you're busy concentrating on how you're paying your bill at the end of the month and how you're meeting your mortgage, how you doing the people's job? How you going to sit down in your office and perform? How you going to be outside and giving out your best?
Somebody just sent a message and say politics is missionary work.
Exactly.
Missionary work.
I vote for Mother Teresa every day.
Yeah.
But with the dollar.
BJ, bonus cocoa farmers?
Don't know it's possible.
Are you hearing that?
Don't know, Andre.
Given to some farmers?
Don't know. I don't follow.
You really don't know?
No, I truly don't know. It's quite possible. Andre, in the absence of relevant information, people speculate. And I don't have the information, so I don't want to speculate. However, I want to talk to a system that we are operating under.
Okay.
And a system that is stifling the agriculture sector.
Okay.
Whereby you have those major commodity boards acting as though it's their personal little shop that they're running.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing to go on so. It shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't just be obligated and obliged to judge the farmers that are selling cocoa for you, you know. You have something that carries Grenada mantra on it, so to speak. It reflects upon Grenada, how we do it, what we do. If we have a batch of cocoa that goes outside and it's bad, the tarnishing of our image and all of those.
Yeah.
So everybody can be affected by it. Cocoa speaks to almost everyone here. And yet still we are operating as though it's our own personal. People have to beg for information. People have to find out what it is going on. Same way with nutmegs too, Andre. People find it hard to give out relevant information when they come because they figure out, don't know what it is. I have a feeling that people always tend to hide things when things are going bad. Maybe things are going bad for so long that it becomes a cult. Andre, people are not supposed to be searching for those kind of information. You should have newsletter. You should have quarterly report. It should have, annual report where the nation are being fed with those information. The chairman should be called upon once every quarter to give the nation a report as to what it is going on.
You've got a caller though. Let's hear what this person has to say. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Hey, Primus, what's up, man?
All right for the 10 minutes, Mr. Donald. Good morning, DJ.
Morning, boss.
Donald, the area meeting, yes. There will be a nutmeg association meeting in our area today. It was announced at the summit in Bolio. But for the past couple, Mr. Donald, a couple meetings, I stopped, matter of fact, let me put it that way. I stopped going to those meetings.
Why?
I made no apology.
Why did you stop?
Okay, that's what I'm going to say now. Whenever I go to this meeting, Mr. Donald, what I observe, in my opinion, it's like a political NDC meeting. I have no apology of saying that. I've been observing very carefully whenever I go to the same North Mega Position meeting. And look at it. Look who end up in the parliament today. Check those guys who's there. And in our area, there seems to be a sort of spokesperson for that area. Always in front. Always want to make a statement and so on. When it's coming for delegation to go to the main one in Grenville, Mr. Donald, one set of it. I just couldn't take on this, Mr. Donald. All I does now, sell me the produce, and I done with that. That's it.
So you don't attend cocoa meetings, you don't attend nutmeg meetings?
Man, I cocoa feel a long time.
Okay.
They abandon my cocoa field. I don't sell any cocoa again. Same thing with the cocoa. When you have a combination like these things, and you say, no, I couldn't take it. And as I said, I made no apology of it. It's like a political meeting. Very observant. I go on with it.
Okay.
Even in that area, I was promised in the clearing of land and so on. I saw them from the same field officers. Nothing. I received nothing out of the Northern Association. All I received, whenever I send me to pounds, I collect me. And that's it. That's it for me. Okay. I got the line right there.
Okay. Primus, before you go, can you tell us how you made out, was it last Friday? Last weekend?
Jameson, I will speak on it. But before, I don't want to forget. Today, I'm going to my area where I first joined as a little boy, Mr. Donald, know myself on Earth, which is the village of St. James. I'm going to pay my last Pundeland to the Felix family who I grew up with in St. James. Today we'll be burying one of his family member, Benty, and that's the first guy who are known in St. James, grew up with as a little boy in Southern Hall. So I'll be in St. James today, my first village on earth.
Okay.
So my sympathy goes out to the family.
All right, thanks.
On Saturday, we had no problem.
You didn't have any problems?
No, because everyone was in a doubt. There was somebody, vendors, who went back to the market, but those selling out of vehicle, we wasn't sure where we were going. But we took on our own and we said we will just go and occupy that same spot along Kentucky side going down to the Griffith area. And we will try our best. We did that, we came up and we line up in a way that we don't choke the traffic.
Okay.
And it's always well, Mr. And as I said already, I'm thankful to the authority, especially the police officers. There was none around. I wouldn't use the word harassing. No. There was none around during that morning period.
So you're not out of the woods yet, Primus, because if there were none around, if there were none around, but what happened if when some come around?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mr. Ronald. At least they give those who the customers who come with the vehicle and so on, they was able to park just for the maybe 10, 15 minutes, purchase whatever they want and left. So I just hope that will continue. Because I said, we just took on our own. We don't know what is in the pipeline, what will happen. Maybe next week when we go, like, just the cones there, still not no parking.
Okay.
So I hope that's not it. But for now, Mr. Donald, I said, thanks. Comfortable for the time being, Mr. Donald. Thank you, sir.
All right. So how's the wife?
She's already, Mr. Donald. We are getting ready to go to funeral today.
You're getting ready to go to funeral with her. Well, yes, it's good to see that, and let me just say this, it's good to see that you took on your own and you did something to get rid of your produce. I just hope, Primus, that when you do the same this week, you don't have a problem.
I hope so.
You know, but the question, the main question is, did all the vendors, did all of them get a booth in the market? Do you know?
I'm not too sure. Because I spoke to some of the vendors who said that there was some kind of in a situation where they have to dip.
They have to what?
They have to dip for booths and so on.
Dip?
Yeah, to collect a number and say what booth you are.
Oh, please.
Yeah. So, but to me, I went there to myself, Mr. Donald, and what I saw, I think they are comfortable inside.
Yeah, I have no doubt that they'll be comfortable. What my concern is, are there enough booths available for the amount of vendors?
I'm not too sure.
And is it going to be a situation where it's managed now so you don't have, you have y'all selling still selling on the street. So that is still a problem.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
It is still a problem. Yeah, but
we did do that since in the revolution, when they had those cooperatives that were started selling on the street. They started in the market, as a matter of fact, right in front of the French area. Facing the French area, Mr. Donald. We had I remember some of the guys from Grenville come to 99 now, Mr. The guys who own that place, the cow pen, Jude, the Hannibal. Even Mr. Hastick, who's the manager of the Motor Association.
Yeah.
They used to come there with their little pickup. And they had a few vendors from the Madiga area. I remember Mr. Jacob, I remember Mr. Brizan and so on. We all used to the assembly right on the market square, right there inside the market there. And then we had the traffickers, which would come from Trinidad. Some of them used to be right inside the market there. That's during the revolution time. I remember that very well. And we was moved from there to where we call the we had the Esplanade Mall. Not the mall, the Esplanade. Before the building coming on.
Yeah.
Around that area there, they move us from there. And then they move us again lower down to the fish market area. And finally, we was down after you cross the Kentucky, where we are right now. But what happened, I think, what really spoiled the location is where the guys start building this wooden boots. And it wasn't looking sanitary there in front of the station around that area. What different boots to sleep in there. No.
Yeah. I just hope that you don't end up having to play bingo and have a deep for position. I hope that didn't happen to you too, Brian.
Let's hope for the best for now.
Yeah, I hope for the best for you.
That's what I do. That's what I like.
Take care of yourself. Have a great day. What do you have this weekend for sale?
Well, I have a few cauliflower remaining still and some lettuce. Jamaican callaloo. What we got again? Some pork choy cucumbers.
Waternuts?
I'm not too sure for the waternuts getting done now because I need to get the guy to do some climbing for me. Once I'm getting, we'll have it.
All right. Take care, sir, brother.
I keep in touch with that.
All right, good.
Thank you, gentlemen.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. You smiling, BJ, right? Smile.
Just what my brethren Primus.
Oh, okay. There's another call online. Good morning.
Good morning to Mr. BJ and to you, Mr. Andre Donald.
Morning.
Yes, Bridgman.
You all started off on a very nice note this morning. Sort of feeling kind of nice to hear some of the things. For instance, the getting back mangoes on the international market. That's good. What we would like to know is what quantity and what area that have the mango and what kind of mangoes that is being shipped away, because the impression I got is that with one farmer so far. I'm not sure what to me is one farmer.
That is also what I'm picking up based on listening to the Minister for Agriculture, and it's a pity you just have to listen to him. I was listening to him in the Senate, and I get the impression, because he did say that the authorities, meaning the border patrol, border control people, the customs and so on, and FDA or whatever they call them in the US, he did say that they have encouraged us not to let individuals ship because there's a process. And maybe I need to speak to Marlon St. Louis. I think he's on island. Marlon St. Louis did speak to me when Peter David was the Minister for Agriculture, and he was speaking about, maybe BJ might be able to help us here. He was speaking about a process that the mangoes had to go through. Something to do with radiation. Something to do with radiation that it has to go through, so that it kills whatever insect is inside of the mango seed.
Yeah.
And that is how. So I don't know if it is one person who is shipping. I really don't know the details. But I can tell you, listening to the Minister of Agriculture, again, you have to listen closely to him because he speaks in spurts all over the place. I get the feeling that it is Calavini mango or mango long, as we call it in this part, mango Julie, mango Ceylon. That is what I pick up. There's another mango that he called table mango. And table mango can be basically any mango that fits for a table. I think it's table mango he mentioned. So I'm still not too. I don't have the details.
We normally refer to things like Julie and what is the next one? As stable mango.
Yeah.
But I think we need some statistics on that, as you just said. While I will want to give the government praise that the mango, we shipping mango again. I'm not. I know that a lot of work was done before this government come in.
I'm glad you said you give praise to the government and you didn't give praise to the National Democratic Congress.
No,
because government is a
continuation thing.
So the government deserves praise.
Right.
Yes.
But again, that's I'm saying that we're missing some of the statistics and it's not properly ventilated. Next thing I heard again that cocoa is giving some sort of bonus to selected farmers. Selected, that's what I understand.
Okay.
That again.
How that working?
That again, I don't understand. Somebody said that you go and sell cocoa and you get they ask you if you think you get some 1%. I think they get $80 more than what they think. I mean, this thing have to be regulated properly and be understood. If you giving bonus now, or are you giving an increase to farmers for nutmeg for cocoa? Are we seeing any development in the nutmeg in the cocoa fields? I passed through last week to Sotel, and I can tell you all the farms that I used to be working on and you pass close to the road, they are in terrible conditions. So if we are going to be rating up and giving whatever money you give the farmers, which is all deserving and well deserving, where is the standard behind that? I think BJ could help us with that. Where is the standard behind that? Because otherwise, you're going to fail just now again. If you don't have a standard, the government gave $300,000, I think, to the cocoa and nutmeg. And they employ 2 officers for about 2 months or somewhere there. These officers are home again. You can't continue to develop agriculture in that way. That is helter-skelter. We cannot continue that way. So if that is the aim that we're going to be bringing back agriculture, we're hoping to bring back agriculture, then it wouldn't stay. Agriculture wouldn't stay. So I would hope that we get some statistics and better. We talk about they're talking a lot now about composting. Well, that is something that a lot of people should know and a lot of people don't know, and you could use different things to compost and whatnot. But are we seeing any improvement in farms? And I think that is the trump card there. Don't tell us that you're revitalizing agriculture, that you're turning agriculture, and we can't see. We have to see in these steps. And I'm not certain. I would like to hear BJ's comment on that.
No, he's right there. He's listening.
Right.
Andrew, the way we structure our agriculture, the manner in which we structure it, I've been talking about that year go and year come. It's difficult for us to have serious growth. We're not really serious about the way we go about doing things. For example, we have a decline in cocoa production. What are we doing to really rehab the cocoa industry? We should have a plan, an outline plan as to how we're going to establish 500 acres of cocoa over the next 3 years or whatever. The lands we are targeting, who we are targeting, where the money coming from, how we go about doing it. All of those, the management that we are putting in place, and we get those things done. Andrew, within 3 to 5 years, you will have that 500 acres coming into production, of new cocoa I'm talking about. However, you have to think about the economics of this cocoa production. Whether it's making sense or if it don't making any sense. And if it don't making sense, get out of it. You're wasting your human resource. How cocoa can be selling for how much per pound still? What, $2 or something? Don't know.
I don't know. I'm the worst person to ask that
when
question.
we go and buy one chocolate bar that make out of 3 ounces of cocoa, they're telling me it's $15 or something like that.
Yeah,
Andre,
that's what it costs.
You need the money to be filtered down. If you're not looking after the slaves who are turning your meal for you, you either kill them or they're going to rebel. Mm-hmm. And people are rebelling now, so they're not producing for you any longer. And you start off with your little drama already, like a quandary, you say, oh, give some this, or give some that, no information, no reaching out. You're afraid to talk to people, you're afraid to come on the media and say something about the sector. How you expect people to get involved? Everybody functioning in a fragmented way, this one for himself, that one for himself. I mean, Andre.
We got caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Andre. Good morning, BJ.
Good morning.
Hey, happening?
Yeah, I would like to. I hear your farmer from Willis.
Yeah.
He made a point there. The skin get cold. When the man says stop going to this meeting because it's politics. The skin get cold because when you look at the whole thing, Primus is right. Because 95% of let me talk about the nutmeg farmers. 95% of grader and nutmeg farmers, right, is when you check all the men, the name owners, is GMP, right? And GMP will make NDC, you know?
Okay.
Right? GMP make NDC to their grandchild.
All right.
Yeah. So 95% watch, listen on your radio. Me and another man alone that has called and begged Nutmeg Association, we back pay, you know. 6 years now, you know, give us no back pay. The agriculture man in the Senate and he's the big boy in the Nutmeg Association. Praising some kind of thing the men bring now 18 years there and then bring it for a man a thief in your land. 6 years now we ain't gonna back pay. Every pound not make a sale, a percentage coming out, they still taking it. So you get it at the end of the year. So farmers, well, I'll stop calling farmers now because them GMP people, they don't be busy about that because they're party in power. They don't care. They don't care at all. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man. One love. Farmers continue to speak about people are not care. The people who are supposed to care in relation to agriculture, they don't care anymore, BJ.
The system, Andre. We have a broken system.
How do we fix it?
You have to fix it at the top. You need good leaders.
I cannot say that.
Andre, you cannot beat people to make them work hard. All them try beat us 300 years ago and tear up we back and find ways to burn down Canefield and do all kind of wrong things. Andre, let me tell you something. Motivation is what it takes to make people work hard. Not force. What, if you starve them, they're going to work harder for you? That's your motto? That's your mentality? You would be delusional, Andre.
I am just, I don't know. Somebody says the plantocracy is still in charge.
Of course, it's still in charge. And in charge are we head to put us against each other, divide and rule. So we forever, rumbling when we should really get together and ask God to help us build the city, trying to build it on our own. We're stuck in the flesh.
So if the plantocracy is still in charge, then we have a serious problem in the BJ. Because the plantocracy is basically what the GNP was made up of. And if the Congress is an offshoot of the GMP would not be making noise. So the plantocracy, in essence, ain't making any noise right now. So small farmers dead. And that's the only.
Andre, the government just give the plantocracy $600 million in tax break. That's what they gave. That's what is considered as a plantocracy. That's what the man is speaking about. The man is speaking about landowners here. The man speaking about the system.
Good morning.
Yes, I think the cocoa price have moved from 160 or something, so to 175. 175 for wet cocoa. So that means you have to pick 1,500 pounds to get $1,000, just a little over $1,000. And who are the persons picking this cocoa? What areas are going? We just see that in the Cocoa Association is repairing. I understand they're putting a solar dryer in Carlton, so you don't have to. You will be cutting back on labor because you won't have to push out jars and push in jars, right? The sun will dry it on the shed, right? You do the mount on that, so it's a cost effective. How many farmers are producing cocoa now? What acres of land that is producing cocoa now? We say there are 5 cocoa factories in Grenada right now, and it is said that the one in Moncton in Diamond could do all the cocoa in Grenada. So where is the statistics to teach us or to send farmers back to the land? If the one in Diamond could do all and you have 5, and 3/4 of the cocoa fields are abandoned, then something is totally wrong. Something is totally wrong. If you're cutting back on the costing for drying your cocoa, and yet still we ain't seen any more new lands. The government, this present government, said that they will roll out a new agricultural plan in June. Next month is June. How many acres are they estimating? Which are the farmers are they estimating? Would these farmers be able to help themselves, or would these farmers need help from government? What acres are you looking at? Ramdani, Nayak, Branch, Postal, these people that have big acreage of land, what quantity are they getting help with? That's the way forward, and until we do things like that, we are staying top in mud. That's the only way forward. You have to take a survey and you look at where the cocoa fields are, places that have good cocoa fields, 60 acres, 40 acres, 20 acres, and see if these people could develop that. Give these people a special incentive. What is the sense of having 5 cocoa factories and 1 cocoa factory could grind all the cocoa and the farmers, wait, helter-skelter still? Something is wrong.
I don't believe that the persons who've been managing the affairs of the Grenada Cocoa Association have done an excellent job. What they have sought to do, or what they have done over the years, is that they've just kept it going there, and what has kept it going for them more than anything else is the Diamond Estate. Now, without even, and I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, without even maximizing the use of the Diamond Estate, they've gone on and looking towards, I don't know where they are right now in terms of the development of such.
White chocolate.
Yeah, the white chocolate. And they're doing that one out in Mount Horn, because they say that it has to be done in a different place and everything like that. I do believe that Diamond has enough space to do that, but then again, they're the experts in doing that, and we have to go along with the plantocracy.
But if
Diamond, people like you, Clifford, is who caused the problem.
No, well, you see, I have the mouth, but I don't have the finance. I don't have the ability, but I have the mouth. I could speak, and I speak when I was an officer. I spoke when I was an employee. And I spoke when I was managing lands for people.
But you're not speaking now. You have to speak.
I'm speaking now, but I have little, my voice get less now.
No, that's what I tell you. You have to speak.
Well, you have to get less because I have less facility, less backup.
For the
I don't have no backup again. My backup was okay. Douglaston. Douglaston have a.
No. You have the backup now.
No,
for the first time you have a radio station with thousands of people hearing you when you open your mouth. That is your backup. That is your backup.
That is why I'm using that media all the time. Because look, you have Douglaston, which would have about 40 acres of cocoa still. Not one cocoa pod is being harvested. Bouquet where Telesphore is had in my days over 60 acres of cocoa. Right? And remember, Bocage is divided into two. Government themselves have some land that they want to put on shrimp farm and all other things. And they have area with cocoa still. So I'm saying, until we carry out a proper feasibility and realize who is interested in the lands, who is interested, and give these people the chance. Bellevue Estate in St. Andrews, supposed to be the largest nutmeg estate in Grenada. It is being managed or run by a Trinidad organization. What is happening there? We heard a few months and they can't pay the workers. And they're supposed to have the most nutmegs in Yarong. So where are we? That's the thing. Where are we? If Bellevue have the most nutmeg and a company is renting it, and cocoa and nutmeg price is reasonable that he could pay, what happened? How the workers they can't get paid? I can't get a chance to ask the minister those questions. I have spoken to this new minister already. I have spoken to Mr. Peter David already. So you caused me to get Mr. Peter David, Mr. Andre. And I got him and I spoke to him in his office on the way forward. I showed him programs that could be done in Douglaston. Where we are, same place. So it's not a matter I ain't speaking. I can't shout more. But something is wrong. We're not seeing what is being said or what should be done. You have these big acreage. These are the people that you have to, government has to go to and come up with some policy that could give these people some sort of leeway to make. Otherwise, we're spinning top in mud.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a nice one. Passion, he has. Speak, he does. How loud? I don't know if anybody's hearing. But really and truly, BJ, I mean, you need to talk to the government. You're a farmer. We've got a caller. Morning.
Yeah, I come back here a little bit again. Right? Who are the land, sir? Who Douglas Estate belong to? When world boss come together and say, farmers, let we put the nutmeg and cocoa and make it one. Then them plot to cross the ballot. The ballot is always say you don't believe in agriculture because you go on radio and see your father or was a farmer and he catch your ass before he dead. But
if he catch your ass, he gets your ass.
What had to happen then now? Government had to take away the monopoly. The same thing like what world boss do. We end up buying over Grand Lake. And we think we buy it over. Right? Take away the Nutmeg Association and Cocoa and make it one. If they want to charge you, yeah, pay for it, but then they won't do that. Because they like to sell things. They like to sell things. The only thing will happen there right now, government have to take over the Nutmeg and Cocoa Association. Otherwise, nothing going on.
I wonder if BJ agreed with you. BJ, you agree?
To take over?
Mm-hmm.
Get it functional.
Yeah.
If I don't say take it over, if that's what is required, and so be it. I'm talking about get it functional and functional efficiently.
Whatever by any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
By any means.
That's the people's franchise.
World boss go by any means and take and buy and what money ever going like that. Where you get the money from? That's what will happen to the Nutmeg and Cocoa Association.
You have to buy it over, but you can get it functioning efficiently. You have an obligation to do that too.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Bless up.
One love. So it falls on government to reorganize.
Yeah, Andre, we need to take a collective approach with solving our problems. We have this mentality, I don't know where we dig up that from, uneducated men that think in that way. I don't know where they get this thought from, Andre. They think that you can select a few people, isolate some people, and get serious sustainable development. Andre, sustainable development only comes, all right, with inclusivity. You have to include everybody, or else whatever you're doing, somebody's going to mash it up. Somebody going to dislike it. You have to try to get everybody on board. You have to good for the people. You have to good for the economy. You have to make economic sense, Andre. And you got to be good for the environment. 3 main pillars. See what the man and them engage in, Andre. I mean, like the Cocoa Association that can employ enough people because we have that. And government cannot employ everybody. We can, that's, institution that we can tap into and seriously develop it. Make it make money. And it could make money. And it does make money. All right? And run those things efficiently. And are convinced, all right, our GDP from those things, Andre, can increase by 10, 15, 20%, Andre.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we talking agriculture. How many youths you know that were willing to go, let me say, from children, people from 30 years to 40 years going back there? How much of them you know would like to go in land now? Most of the Clifford children, most like in born on the estate. Ask them how much of your children that work in agriculture. The part of it, yes, we could talk agriculture, but where we getting the resources to work to do the land? The children now, before they get their money, they buying a car. They're sleeping on the mother floor, they buying a motor car. They ain't looking to do nothing, they ain't going to no garden. You're sending your children to university. I asked that man one night, I said, where are your children? Your children go in the garden? No, your children ain't going in the garden. But he's talking agriculture. Where is the resources to get it to do the agriculture? We could talk all the agriculture we want. He's not going forward from the time they stop give back pay, this big back pay thing, and they will take all them country people and make them woman police, make them nurse, make them think agriculture job. And he could never get back and say what nobody say, or they could jump up as all they want. Nothing getting better in agriculture. Because nobody have it to heart. And we only talking that because it's a good program, yes. We're trying to get it together, but he ain't going to move nowhere, Andre. Right. I could bet my bottom dollar on that. Nobody. No young people ain't going to no land now.
You was not Gary didn't make you a police now?
Huh?
Gary didn't make you a police?
I was in the police boys club. I was
Have a nice one. Take care of yourself, my brother. All right. Great. Yeah. All right. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5. A very interesting statement.
Of course, Andre.
The back pay for both cocoa, nutmeg, they've gone. Bananas basically is BJU that doing bananas these days. You can't handle all the bananas that Grenada can throw. You can't handle all.
Exactly.
Right? So bananas is still on the balancing scale there. But no back pay in relation to nutmegs. Do you get a cocoa back pay? They say some farmers getting something now. So the benefits.
Andre, the impact.
Yeah, it doesn't
it's
exist.
Not there.
It's not there anymore.
People used to work the land hard throughout the year. Sometimes they just breaking even, but they know in December they will get $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 that they can invest back into the land, so they can do something with it. It can create a serious impact on their life. However, when you will be going year go, year come, you must get despondent if you're not getting anything, Andre. You're gonna, in fact, it doesn't make sense.
There's something I must say, BJ, and I have to call out somebody here. Keith. No, not Mitchell. Clouden. Clouden, you stayed 20 years in the Senate. Basically, you made 4 terms. 4, 5, 20. About 20 years or more in the Senate. You stayed in the Senate. You criticized, you lambasted, you pointed in particular direction. Now, the government the opposition, put it that way, that you walked out with and tape your mouth with and you walk out of parliament with them, of the Senate with them. These guys are in office, Clouden. Where are you? How come I ain't hearing you no more? Keith, Skipper, Clouden. I hear Anselm more than I hear you. Because he has a case now and then to deal with. But I'm not hearing you, Keith. And I called you out this morning. The same zest and fervor you had when you criticize the present opposition who was in government, guess what? The present government, those were the persons you were hanging out with when you sat as a member of the Senate and representing farmers at that Keith Clouden. Where are you now? Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Hurricane. How you doing?
Bless. Mr. BJ, good morning.
Morning, boss. Happy to hear you.
No, I think they had a meeting in Guav last night at GCNE. So this morning a friend come by me. He's a farmer. And he said to me, well, they asking the farmers to let them take out 50 cents a pound on the nutmeg. They don't want to cut the price. They want to take out 50 cents a pound on every pound of nutmeg. And in the end of the year, they're going to give you back an additional 25 cents. So you get 75 cents in the end of the year. I say, how the party say, well, some agree, some don't agree. But I, for one, I do go in them kind of meeting because I go ask too much a question and they don't like me. What happened to all the back pay they had piled up there? And they can't give it to people? How come then they go to give you the 50 cents, which are another 25 cents? So, I mean, all this kind of thing I don't understand.
I want you to explain what you... Just say what you said again, because I don't feel I understand.
Andre, what he said...
Hold on, let me, BJ, what did he say?
What he said is that they want the farmers, all right, to forfeit for the time being 50 cents on every pound. So if they're selling for $3, they would be getting $2.50. And the 50 cents, they will be holding it back for them. And at the end of the year, they will add 25 cents on every 50 cents that you put in.
What kind of maths is that?
I don't understand.
Nutmeg maths.
What kind of maths is that? And so they want to be able to tell you at the end of it, we do something with the money and we don't have it again. No. Hurricane, don't agree with that. I don't agree.
I agree. I would have take the $3 and give me my 25 cents if that's what you want to give as bonus, because that's what you're actually giving. And you're not really giving that because you're using my 50 cents to make money.
But BJ, the formula that is embedded in this thing, the whole aspect of the back pay formula, if you can call it that, it speaks to that already, you know. Already you're holding back the money. So you want to hold back more now?
Another 50 cents.
So
what they want to hold back more money for?
May have a cash flow problem.
I don't understand. I mean, this kind of thing we going on. The caller before he said something about young people are going on, people are going in land. So, but when you look at, we don't have encouragement to work on.
Exactly.
I agree with you.
No incentive.
Look at $200 and how much dollars for a bag of fertilizer. I mean, when you go in the garden and you planting that you have a fact, you dig 2-3 holes. You think you want it. You said, man, let me this damn thing because you don't know where you're going to sell this dashing or this planting or this what. You don't know. No marketing board. And then if you do a transport to go and you and sell one pound, you're in trouble. You don't know. Now if you have people like marketing board and then they could give a contract. And they say, right, bring 500 pounds dashing every month, every whatever. When you get and you're planting dashing, you're singing and you're riding your fark and you know where you're going.
Yeah.
But no, you don't have encouragement. Nobody trying to help farmers when I check it.
Somebody trying to trick somebody. That is a Ponzi scheme. Somebody go end up in jail like that fella, that cricket fella. How they call him again? DJ? Zanford. Somebody go end up in jail like Zanford. Because I cannot understand how you want to tell the farmers, yo, I will hold back 50 cents more. You understand?
Andre,
25 cents are holding back. No, I want to hold back 75 cents.
Bonnie made of mathematics. No man called Bonnie made of. I don't know if in danger or something like that. So I thief 87 billion from some people by telling them the same thing. Give me X, I'm going to give you Y.
Yeah.
And you just keep going around the world with that.
That ain't making no sense. You already have problems giving them the 25 cents. You already have problems with them. So when you take 50 cents more to put with that 25 cents, which makes it 75 cents, you will be more forthcoming? No, I can't believe that.
Not just that. I'm thinking about the cash flow. To take out 50 cents on every pound now that you sell, it's a lot of money for some people.
But hold on,
so if you sell 100 pounds, Andre, and you're taking 50 cents on every pound, you know how much money is that? And this is what you're missing out on, and you have to wait on that for 12 months before you get it back.
You're talking about that? The government of the day should call in the nutmeg board and lock them up in, because they're trying to kill the economy. Because if you're taking out money from the economy, that 50 cents you taking out is money that the farmer can spend back to keep the economy chugging along.
Andrew,
and you taking it out from the government, you lock up these fellas and them, you know.
A few years ago, nutmeg was $5 per pound, and everybody going and sweep under the tree and making sure that they pick up every seed because the price was reasonable.
That's encouragement.
Yes, of course, it's an incentive. It's down to $3 now, and then you say, okay, you know something. We will take out 50 cents on every pound, and we hold that for you. Because you don't know how to spend it properly in the meantime. So at the end of the year, you'll get something. Andre, you have some people with some funny mindset in the country, you know. We're thinking just like the size anyway.
And you know what is interesting, BJ? What is so very interesting is this, you know. They're not saying that, okay, fine, here is what. We are going to hold back that 50 cents. And we're going to add 10 cents to it. And give it back to you at the end of the year, you know. They ain't added nothing to it. So what would you have been doing with that 50 cents for the year?
They said they're adding 25 cents on it. So
no, that is the 25 cents they already getting. They're already getting that 25 cents. So they say we're holding back the 50 cents and we'll give all you 75 cents instead of 25 cents. So you ain't add nothing to that.
See?
Oh. No, boy. No. These people need to be investigated. That is a Ponzi scheme on the backs of the farmers. These people have to be investigated. And I call on the government. I call on the Minister for Agriculture. Sir, you have something to do now.
Andre,
if you had nothing else to do, you have something to do now.
Andre,
yes, bro?
This is the point I'm making. I'm saying that those commodity boards need to have sensible, qualified, capable people, all right, handling them, or you're going to run into trouble. If you go by the side of the road and a man, you know, you're going to a rum shop, a man knock 2 glasses and he say, vote for me, I'm going to X, Y, and Z. What you expect in the end? You expect criminal activities? Andre, you need to put capable people to operate those things. That's the only way it can function properly. People who can make the thing grow. People who can, you know, get farmers to tap in and, you know, use the energy to generate revenue whereby the country can benefit. It's not just about a little, and this is a multi-million-dollar corporation, you know. And we sit down playing around with it. We still bagging up nutmegs and it away. We still have nutmegs piling. We still have to wait on the breeze to dry nutmegs. We still a bag of foolishness, Andre. We're just not getting we act together. And I'm saying that unless we don't do it in a collective way and stop this politics, we're not going to get anywhere. Everything politics are to creep in. Now, you can't see when politics creeping in things. That's the way it's spoiled.
Let's give this caller 30 seconds because that's all we have. 30 seconds, go ahead.
But sorry to call back, but this is important. Look at that road in Victoria, from Brothers to go over to Victoria. You call that Bakumbo,
yeah, hurry up.
There is a road, there is a tractor, old in the road there. And it's a nuisance, man. Every time people have to pass, you have to go down with the drain, the road breaking, the damaging. Ask the authorities, please, to move that old tractor from there.
All right, good.
Thanks.
Take care. All right. BJ, somebody just pointed out something which is rather important. And they said, Andre, take a look at the commodity boards and realize that the Speaker of the House is linked to the Nutmeg Association.
And Cocoa Association.
And the senator, that is Senator Roderick Sinclair, he is the manager. Also, the senator who is responsible for, or the leader of government business in the Senate is also very closely linked to the Nutmeg Association. There's one thing I say here. My final word for the day, BJ, you will have yours after, but my final word for today in relation to all of this, something wrong. Something well wrong.
Andre, you have the Speaker of the House. All right? Is the chairman of the marketing board. You have Roderick Sinclair, who is the senator responsible for agriculture, is the manager. You have the minister of agriculture, who is to be the property manager of Nutmeg Association. You have the prime minister, who law firm is to represent, and probably still is representing the Nutmeg Association. That was only capacity to you.
Something wrong.
No, it's just on capacity to me.
I think people realizing that something well wrong.
Andre, sometimes you can have internal local cartel, and you don't really know it.
BJ,
have a good day. Take care. God bless you, man.
Right, thanks again.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest news update as produced by Triple N. When I return, I'll have the details.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Welcome back locally. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell desires financial institutions to actively support people who earn their